Finally, it's here. I'm so excited. This is a box from my buddy Carb. In here, there's some cool shit. A couple of knives, all customized, all made by Carb. He does some excellent work. Here's one of his right here. I still haven't wrapped this up to give it to the person that it belongs to because I'm lazy. There's going to be some patches, I believe, in here. You know what? Let's just open it up. I'm super excited. He made me some leather skiving knives and a scratch awl. He's got a wood knife in here that's going to be, it's the template so I can build a sheath for a knife that he is in the process of building. If you want to go see that knife after you see the wood one, go to his Instagram, Carbs Custom, at Carbs Customs, spelled just like that, and check it out. He's in the process of it. It's gonna be glorious. So let's check these out. I believe there's gonna be a hat or two, or I think just one. Oh, look at that, bubbles. Okay, all right, let's check out these hats. Hats first. More bubbles. All right. Flex fit. That was pretty cool. I like that. I'm not a huge fan of the snapbacks, but this one's pretty cool. Let's check it out. I don't know. Do you guys want to see me actually put it on? You want to see my ugly ass mug? I don't know if I want you to see my ugly ass mug. I can still bend this up. Oh, that's actually really comfortable. All right, I'll show you my ugly ass mug. No? Maybe? I don't know. All right, let's take that one off. This one's a light flex fit. Large, extra large. Yeah, this one's still more comfortable. This one's pretty flippin' cool though. I like this. I might just send Carb some cash and keep this thing. Nah, that is pretty cool. I like that. But let's see. Got an idea. See how many people actually respond, how quick. Which one should I keep? Gray or black? They both fit good. This one's a tiny bit more comfortable, but this one's pretty freaking cool. I like it. All right, let's move on. He sent me a bunch of patches that I'm going to stitch up and get ready for being put on hats. Let's see here. He sent me some scraps. I'm gonna see what I can do about kind of doing my own things to these. I'm gonna cut these into squares. I'm gonna try to edge them and put kind of a cleanup around them. See if I can brighten up that burn in a little bit more. And I'm gonna stitch these on my Chinese stitching machine. I'll do a video on that. That'll be pretty cool. I think it'll be pretty nice. But these are just scrap for me to play with. I asked him for these just so I can see what I can do with a burn-in. But these are the actual pieces that I'm going to be throwing a stitch line on. Here you see this one right here. He's already got some holes in it. He was obviously playing. Some of these are lighter than others. Some of these are darker than others. This one's pretty dark. This one's pretty dark. Yeah, this one's pretty light. This one's pretty light. So if I can get these to brighten up a little bit, maybe I can brighten these light ones up a little bit with some of my antiques or something like that. See, this one's not burned in very deep. This one is definitely deeper, but I'm sure I can figure something out. If anybody that watches this has an idea of what I could use to do that with, let me know. Maybe it's something I have never heard of before. So these are all going to go on 2 hats that he has. He's going to glue them on, stitch them on. All right, let's put these over here. might be a little too excited, but that's okay. Here is the wood knife. This is going to be, I'm going to use this to make a sheath and then send him the sheath. I'm probably going to keep this with me. I haven't decided, or I haven't talked to him about yet if this is going to be a knife that he is going to keep as one of his designs to use more often. If it is, I'm going to ask him to keep this knife so that he doesn't have to send me the knives to make sheaths for it every time he finishes one. I'd like to do this with all of them, you know. I enjoy working with him. He's a good guy, and he does some pretty cool stuff. I mean, you'll see in a second, there's a few more in here. He's got a good hand on the grinder. He's got a good head on his style too. It's really clean work. I mean, this is obviously not real, but I mean, that's a phenomenal idea. It's a good design. Fits real good in the hand. It comes out just the right amount. Got a good body to the handle. I know it's just wood, but you know, I gotta critique it a little bit. All right. I asked, he said his wife, oh, here's some more of those. Oh, cool. He sent back those too. He said his wife has a shop that has the beanies around here. All the beanies got sold out. Like, they got sold. This is incredibly well done. Oh my God. This is, it feels great. It's like the perfect length. See, this is what I've been using, these two types. Harbor Freight for like 20 cents or whatever. It's super long, so I'm like riding with it. I would use this to put into something and hammer down. I would never do that with this beautiful thing. I wish I could remember what kind of wood he used here. Carb, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments so I can remember. Really well done. Then the tip is just how I like it, and I've never even told him how I like the tip of these things. This is fantastic. Oh my God. Carb, you're fantastic at this. Put these crap things in the trash can later. But his wife picked up a couple of these bandanas for me, and this is crazy. Oh my God. Dude, you've outdone yourself with this. This is an old rasp, Farrier's rasp. And he and I had watched a video on people making skiving knives like this, and he wanted to give it a try, and I said, please do. I want one bad. I really want one. I'll show you the one of these that I've been using. Of course, that's my first one he made me. That thing is phenomenally sharp too. It cuts everything I'd put it towards. I've used this for skiving quite a bit, and it works fantastic. Some things it can't do because of the angle. You mostly use this for actually cutting out patterns, but I have used it for skiving, and it works great. This tip stays very sharp. It's got a very thick spine, and it's nice and long, so I can get a real good deep grip on it. I have giant hands, so that really helps. But this thing, oh my God, I'm so excited. Here in a second, I'll pull something out and cut it down. But this is what I've been using. $10 Chinese made or Japanese made. It worked for like 2 uses, and then it was dull, and I have to spend so much time to keep it sharp that I'm like, I want to throw it away, but you never know if I might need it for something, so I don't. And that's just a piece of scrap that I put around it, playing around. And that's how I keep that. This is so nice. It's got a great heaviness to it. It feels fantastic. I love the fact that he left those marks in there. He didn't grind them all out, because that really adds to it. I mean, it is incredible. Those are my fingerprints on there. It looks so awesome. You got the Carbs Customs right across there. Perfect place for it. Good job. Bandana. Absolutely awesome. Really sturdy. What brand is this? Thank you again to you and your wife for picking these up for me, since I can't find them down here right now. In God we trust. I like that. Let's see the pattern. This is a good pattern. I like it. There's a red one too. Put this over here. Put this back on top of that. Does that fit right there? It does. I found a spot for it already. That's fantastic. Next one. Red bandana. Same pattern it looks. So we're going to expect the same quality. Now this, a buddy of mine, Alberto, he has Carb for this. It's a railroad spike. Turned into a Punisher. I forget what that pattern is called. I saw it on his post. I don't remember what he called it. Let's see, what size is that blade? About a 4.5-inch blade. Let's see, you got a reference there. 1, 2, 3, 4, half. Got a good feel to it. Even with my giant fingers, it still feels good in the hand. That skull is pretty well done. I like it. There we go. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna wrap this up again, or for Alberto too. He's ordering the sheath from me. That is incredible, dude. I forget how you do this. I'm never really blacksmith, though I'm not really totally up for understanding of how it works. But I think what guys do is they take this. It's a squared off rod. Then they cut lines in it. They grind lines into it somehow, or they hammer lines into it, and then they heat it up and they twist it, and those lines create the break, which causes these knobs, I think. So I think this would be like a half a turn to create this shape. That is pretty cool. You want to see how sharp it is? Let's see how sharp it is. Where's a piece of scrap? There's a piece of scrap. Like butter. Holy crap, that is. I mean, down here in the loose, it's still trimming. That is pretty good, dude. It chops too. Watch this. Like carving a tomato. Okay, nothing like carving a tomato. You know what I mean. Dude, how do you get that? What angle? What degrees are you putting those angles on? That is awesome. All right, we're gonna put that aside. Come here, chair. I'm gonna try this skiving knife. I really want to. You know what? Clean this off a little bit. I'm gonna go for, say, like a 3/4 inch. A little less than 3/4. All right, skiving. basically what I want to do, you see the thickness going across here, right? If I'm, say, planning on, this is going to be a wallet outer, and I want to thin down the edge where the stitching will go to make it a little thinner, less bulky in that area. You thin this edge down, you know, you cut it at an angle all the way down this to thin it down. And this area would stay the same thickness, and over here would thin down by, say, half or more or less. I mean, it's up to the person's preference. So for this one, I'm going to go for about half. So I'm going to try to skive this down by about half the size. Still in frame? Yeah, you're still in frame. So I'm a lefty, and from what I understand, I've watched a ton of videos on how to use these because I wanted that Japanese one to work, Chinese, however, wherever I got it, and it never really worked. So he found a video of a guy making these. I think it's quarters leather, where this rotation, or this little bit of corner right here, was on either side, and then realized I'm lefty. Lefty's a big problem for me. I wish I wasn't. So we put that on the left side of the blade so that as I'm skiving, I can push from my left hand. Otherwise, if it was on the other side, I'd have to push from my right hand. I guess theoretically you still could if you dug at it like that, but it wouldn't be the same. So let's give this a try. I'm gonna kind of just get a line started here. Keep it at a good angle. Now, just so you understand, if I were to go too thin or too thick, I still have to learn the knife too and figure out its exact angles and everything too. See, there's standard thickness. That's thinner thickness. Now, I must have, in the rotation, I wasn't paying attention to the angle down on this end, that's me, not the knife. So let's see if I can clean that up down there. Now that I know it's there, I should be able to, right? Theoretically, or allegedly. Its body, its heaviness and thickness makes it a little easier for me to kind of hold on to it and feel the knife, kind of have my dexterity a little stronger. Sorry for the shake right there. There we go. Still a tiny bit thick right there, but we're not really trying to make it pro right now. We're just playing. So let's go for this angle. Oop. Fail. Me, not that. Me. Let's see if I can get rid of that. You saw nothing. That was a bad failure right there, I tell you what. I got that paper thin. I gotta learn this blade a little bit so I understand its power points. Let's try some sand or some shaving. Wow, I could really use this to clean up the fuzzies. That's for damn sure. Powder. I am happy with this thing. This is incredible. Let's see something. This is my strop. It's old. It's ready to die. It's time to make a new one. See that angle. Side a couple of pulls. Get that tip a little bit. Let's give it another try. This is really well done. I'm loving this. I got that super thin. I'm gonna be doing a ton of practice with this thing to make sure that I'm doing it right too. For all I know, I'm not. Even though I have done it quite a bit with this style of blade. I'm sure there's a better technique than what I'm used to. Carb, I cannot thank you enough for this. This is incredible. I'm gonna make this thing its own holder along with this. These two are gonna stay together a lot. These are gonna last me forever. I'm never letting go of these. This is incredible. Thank you. Guys, that's it for today. Have a good evening, have a good day, have a good night, whatever time it is for you. Be safe.